Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Appliance in Menomonie has a lot going on, announcing 50 years in business, a new location, and a new look. It's time for celebration. Hi, I'm Kayla from Denny's. We have always been local to assist you and now have moved next door from our old location on Stout Road in Menomonie to serve you even better. Join us for our Customer Appreciation Days, February 25th through the 27th, celebrating 50 years in business and the grand opening of our new location. Stop and see us at Denny's.
Dreaming of building a new home or cabin? Dairy State Bank construction loans are more flexible than most. If you're still looking for that perfect spot, we offer lot and land financing. Our mortgage lenders get to know you so they can recommend the best financing plan for you. Call, stop in, or visit our online mortgage center to explore options. Let's turn that dream into reality.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Hello, basketball fans, and welcome into Menomonie High School for a boys basketball matchup. This is a rescheduled game canceled early January due to weather. So heavy week here for the Menomonie Mustangs on the boys' side. 3 games. This is number 2 of those 3 games. So they'll take on North, who they beat in their first matchup just a little over around 5-6 weeks ago. We're coming up in our pregame show here. We'll talk with assistant coach Dolly Thornton. We'll have our starting lineups, and we'll get ready for tip set from 7:15 here this evening. For now, we'll step aside and be back with assistant coach Dolly Thornton. You're watching Mustang. Back on the pregame, sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics. Joining us, assistant coach here, Dolly Thornton. Dolly, before we look at tonight's game and kind of recap here the last Monday night's game, give us a little health update on the Mustangs, where you guys are at with some injuries.
Yeah, we've had some small injuries through the year, but Blake Behrens will be out the rest of the year as he has a broken bone in his foot. So unfortunately, Blake won't be able to be with us, but he's trying to keep his spirits up, and so that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, luckily just a junior too. This isn't end his high school career, so he will have another year as well. Always, you hate to see that when it happens to a senior ends their career and never able to play high school basketball. But on the bright side, at least he does have another year left here. Let's talk about your Monday game against a non-conference game. Gosh, I can't remember. Ellsworth, yes, I knew it was a purple team. Ellsworth, a team that, boy, they had a big guy underneath that, that really challenged Robert. I thought that was a really good matchup. Talk about that physical. And I thought on the broadcast, it was a physical matchup underneath between Ellsworth, big guy, and Robert.
Yeah, he's a pretty strong young man. It was a physical battle. We did get some calls, so he didn't get to play a lot of the game, so it was fortunate for us. I shouldn't say fortunate, but they did call the calls that he was kind of, being physical with Trevor, and that was good for us. So, it's still a good battle, though, yes.
Yeah, and talking about that game, I mean, they shot the ball really well in the first half. I mean, they still hit some threes in the second half, but that first half, if I remember right, I think they had 6 or 7 threes in that first half, and you guys battled back, down double digits, but it just couldn't seem like you could get over that hump. They always had an answer for you, it seemed, in that game.
Yeah, they did. They had, again, really good shooting in the first half. They do really have some guards that really know how to play ball, and matched up well with ours, and just their defense really up the line defense and pressured our guards a lot, so that was tough. But I'm really happy, and both Coach and I are, that we answered the second half, and because the game could have went a different way, so it was a good ending.
Yeah, talking about this game here tonight against Eau Claire North, this is a makeup game. This is a busy, heavy week for you guys. Played Monday, play tonight, play again tomorrow night. A game probably coaches, or a week probably players like a lot of games, not a lot of practices. As a coaching staff, when you get those heavy weeks, I mean, it's hard because you don't have time to prepare for all these teams. How do you guys handle that as a coaching staff?
Well, at this point, we should know what we're doing, and we do know what we're doing. So if we have a little lighter practices, that's okay. And we just talked to the boys about this is a fun part of the season. You've prepared, and you get to go out and show your stuff, so just enjoy it. And they're excited to play ball.
Yeah, a heavy week, and we'll see how you do. You got there first time at North. Let's hope you can get another victory here against the Huskies tonight.
Yes, let's get a W. Thank you very much.
We'll continue the pregame on Mustangs TV.
We've been able to build out the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Back with you here, Cristo Orthodontics pregame show. Chad Zutter alongside Storm Harmon here on the broadcast tonight. And also have some Menomonie Mustangs hockey. It will be streaming on Mustangs TV as well tonight. I know we had some technical difficulties with that last week, but looks, at least for the moment, to have been fixed here. And that one is streaming as well. So it's been a very busy week here, Mustangs TV. We'll have girls tomorrow night. And then we'll have wrestling on Saturday, team sectionals for that one as well. So very, very heavy week here streaming for the Menomonie Mustang Athletics squad. And Storm, I was talking to assistant coach Dolly Thornton about this. You know, when you get those postponements and reschedules, and then you get weeks like this, 3 games in a week. They play again next Monday. Players probably love it. We just get to go play. Coaches, it becomes really challenging when you get these games bunched up. I'm sure you've experienced. What do coaches have to do when those games get bunched up like that?
It starts to get pretty challenging. And like you mentioned with earlier in the pregame with Dolly, the injury to Blake Behrens, it's more impactful when your depth takes a hit. So you're always trying to be conscious, kind of the way you play a little bit. Our Mustangs here tonight, they play sometimes a little bit slower, sit in a little bit of zone, so that might help. A team that plays up-tempo, though, it really does affect you quite a bit, especially when your depth gets hurt like that. So you try and be smart of how you go through. You might tweak a little bit of your lifting and your strength and speed stuff that you're doing throughout the week as well, but you're conscious of how you build your practice. Maybe it's a little bit more shooting and not so much up and down, more of a scenario stuff that you might break down for the week to get yourself not only ready right now, but going into the playoffs here that are knocking on the door.
Yeah, and Mustangs just took on Eau Claire North just about a week ago. At Eau Claire North, they won that game 56-54, a very close one in that contest. And the Mustangs, I know we talked about this last week, Storm, for the boys, came out last Friday, kind of that pre-seeding that is a new thing for the WIA. And in their section, Mustangs right now a 2 seed. The only team ahead of them is River Falls. Still a lot of basketball left to play here. You look at the Mustangs schedule, obviously that loss against Ellsworth on Monday. Tough game tomorrow as well against New Richmond. And every game, there's no guarantees here Mustangs got one step to go up, but they got ways to go down there if the season doesn't kind of end as they'd like to. But great start where they're at right now in that preceding, but a lot of basketball left to play. Let's look at some numbers here. The Eau Claire North Huskies averaging almost 70 points a game there at 68.78. They got 2 guys in double figures. Tyler Barrows, a senior, at 16.61, and Robert Hutchinson is a junior, just over 10 per game. And I see you got some pregame statistics, or we'll say pregame work or research. Tell us what you found on this Huskies team there.
Yeah,
Storm.
so with it being such a quick turnaround, a little different when you play a team earlier in the season. We played these guys a week ago. So I watched that game really tight. No team led more than 5 points throughout the entire game. Mustangs got up 4, I think was the largest they were up, and North at 1 point late, and like the final 3 minutes was up 5. And Menomonie was able to weather it with Tyler Nelson making a great play down the stretch to get a hoop in the harm, like you like to mention there. Big keys to that game, though. North, they shoot a lot of threes. They really extend the three-point line. I think they got up 30 attempts that game. Really get the 3 points up. They can really stretch it. Usually have a 5-out system that they like to run. Good at attacking the paint and looking for kick-out opportunities. Menomonie on the flip side tries to keep things in front of them with their zone defense and mixing the little man in there. But offensively, a lot of inside out. Trevor Robert was big. He had some big-time buckets. Kind of a matchup nightmare for a lot of people this year. Same thing goes for North. They don't have the same size to compete with that. So it's going to be coming down to both teams taking care of the ball, which they both did in the first time that they played each other. Who does that again tonight? I'm sure they each got a pretty good feel for what they looked like having playing each other quite recently. So looking forward to that game, or looking forward to the game tonight. And like you said, when it comes to seeding, those mid-season rankings came out, or we'll call them three-quarter season rankings. Best way to help the seed is just to win. And so if they can come and take care of business tonight, the Mustangs will continue to put themselves in good position in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, let's run down kind of, this is the only BRC boys game tonight. There's no other BRC teams in action here tonight. Let's run down where we are in the standings here for the Big Rivers. And again, if you ever want to find out all that information standing-wise, statistics, leaders in the conference, et cetera, all that information about boys basketball or girls basketball or any Big River sport, mind that, go to bigriversconference.org, and that's where you will find all that information. Boys basketball right now atop the conference. Hudson at 10-1. They are 15-4 overall. River Falls is at 9-2. They are 13-6 overall. New Richmond, who Menomonie plays tomorrow, 7-3 in conference, 12-6 overall. Menomonie 6-4, 12-6 overall. Memorial in 5th place at 4-7, 5-14 overall. Chippewa Falls at 3-8, 4-15 overall. North, who we see taking on the Mustangs tonight, they are 2-8 in conference, 6-12 overall. And then Rice Lake at the bottom right now, 1-9, 4-15 overall. Well, we're going to step aside for the reading on the floor and the national anthem. We'll be back with the opening tip right after this.
Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the highest ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the recording of the national anthem performed by the Menomonie High School Choir. Oh, say can you see our thoughts early night, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose outstretched and bright stars
Back with you here on the floor, and we'll run down the starting lineups here in the Crystal Orthodontics pregame. Sure, first we will start with the visitors, the Eau Claire North Huskies in their black uniforms. They'll go this way. 6'5" senior, number 0, Gavin Wise. A 6-foot senior, number 1, Tyler Barrows. A 6-foot senior, number 5, McCade Tessing Ritter. A 6'1" senior, number 11, Zach Shipman. And a 6'2" junior, number 20, Robert Hutchinson. Eau Claire North Huskies coached by Logan Horn in his second season. For the Menomonie Mustangs in the home whites here, they will go this way. A 6'2" senior, number 1, Isaac Nielsen. A 5'10" senior, number 2, Jacob Rue. 5'11" junior, number 11, DJ Butler. 6'8" junior, 5'11" senior, number 12, Tyler Nelson. And a 6'8" junior, number 20, Trevor Robert. Mustangs coached by Greg Van Grunsven in his 25th season on the bench. Officials as assigned by the Big Rivers Conference Commissioner Jeremy Lane, Paul Nelson, and Bart Matzik for tonight's contest. Well, I should have a good one here. A little tardy on the start time. 5 minutes behind right now. And again, if you guys wanting to check out other Menomonie sports here tonight, we also have the Mustangs hockey team on Mustangs TV taking on Eau Claire Memorial. That is also on streaming here on Mustangs TV. We'll have our girls tomorrow night on Mustangs TV, and then wrestling Saturday for the sectionals on the team side. So pretty good fan experience here tonight, Storm. I'll see a lot of the students. I actually see some girls basketball players.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing when you get these games where the other, the boys team isn't playing or the girls team isn't playing, which is very common in the basketball season, they can come out and support the other team.
Yeah, the first time they played too, North had a heck of a student section, pretty much filling up the whole half of the one side of the doghouse there.
Well, Roberts will take on Wise, and it'll be controlled by Robert. Mustangs will start here against a man-to-man defense from North. Robert, a screen and roll tried with Nelson, wasn't there. He'll take it at the elbow.
Yeah, I'm really interested, Chad, to see if they can get Jake Rue going. I don't think he scored the first time they played each other. Had a tough time getting it going a little bit, and he's just a guy, once he kind of gets going, that really opens up the inside.
Working the offense here to start. Menomonie making North play some defense. Nielsen a lifted jumper, knock it down from about 15. And that's how we'll start the scoring here tonight. Mustangs coming a little full court pressure as well.
Yeah, I got to really look to extend and guard the three-point line against them.
Mustangs in a 2-3 zone here defensively, blocked by Roberts. That's that part of that 2-3 zone has been effective. When you have a big guy like that, he can play as the Mustangs turn it over. He can play that kind of guard the basket position, and that's what Robert did right there on their first defensive possession.
He stunts really well, Chad. Kind of gives a little false look, and then he's so long, and he's been super explosive this year. You can tell with all the strength that he's added, that has been a big piece of his game.
We saw on Monday nights, Mustangs play a lot of zone, a lot of 2-3 zone in that first half. Ellsworth was able to hit some three-pointers. A big reason they won that game is a floater there by Tesson Ritter comes up short.
Trev might have got a piece of that one too.
Yeah, he might have. I think you're right.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, them kind of sitting a little bit more zone. I think Coach Van Grunsven's starting to get a feel of what he thinks they're going to be here the next 3 weeks, because you want to be doing what you think you're best at here when playoffs come.
We saw him against Ellsworth play a lot of man in the second half. Obviously, due to Ellsworth shooting the ball well from distance. That'll get you out of a zone real quick as a head coach when you kind of play to have the opponent beat you from distance, and they start doing it. You got to make a change.
Yeah, and you can't say enough of how the impact of not having Blake Behrens right now from a depth standpoint probably hurts you playing man-to-man as long as you want to. So there's probably moments where he probably sits in a little more zone than he'd like just because of the bodies that you don't have.
Yeah, with Behrens now out for the year, the junior, I mean, you got guys on the bench, Ian Kishner, Parker Behrens, Siobhan Butler. Those are your guys that have really given, those minutes. Missed there by the Mustangs the other way.
He'll get them up.
A quick transition 3 off the side iron. Rebound Rue, and Mustangs with the lead in the basketball.
Yeah, I think the first night too, Barros almost got up 10 attempts from downtown.
And Barros the leading scorer here for North. Butler's gonna launch one from long range and knocks it down. Smooth as silk.
Some house money right there.
And North now we got in the corner Barros again. This time a little bit too much, but an offensive board put back from long range by Hutchinson. Also a miss, and Barros grabs this one.
Yeah, you like to hold him to one and done there. Then that's one of the disadvantages of a zone is finding a body on a block out.
Quick 3, Barros, and this time he does knock one down from distance. That's how North gets on the board first time.
Have you ever seen that like Spider-Man picture where there's two Spider-Men pointing at each other, Chad? That's kind of like Rue and Barros a little bit. Both quick triggers, not real big guys, but man, can they play basketball.
Now we're going to have to reset our scoreboard there. Looks like we got some issues here. We're going to do that right now. As
Rue off the mark there. North, when they have the break, they're really going to look to push, so it's important that Mustangs get back. And there you go again with Barros.
Now 5-3 right now, Mustangs, and we will at our next dead. Oh, there we go. Now we got her. Now we got her filling in on the scoreboard. It's great technology when it works. Tyler Nelson, a nice dribble drive, comes up short. Rebound is going to go to the Huskies, and we'll have almost a hockey line change here for North 3 in.
That subtly makes me smile with that substitution pattern right there.
Now we see the coach here, Logan Horn, a young coach, second year, full suit.
Yep.
You don't see that a lot more anymore in high school basketball, but he is to a T.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. His kids play hard.
And right there, off the bench, Landon Knecht knocks down a 3, and North takes the lead. First time here tonight. Just one turnover so far in this game. That has been committed by Menomonie. Underneath, Nielsen can't handle it, gets it back, up and in, off the glass.
Good patience by Trevor right there to find Nielsen.
Couple lead changes already early on here. Underneath, Robert, another block, and then Nielsen will knock it away, stays to North.
And probably the most impressive part of Trev's game, the reason why he's getting those blocks is he's staying down on the ground. He's not jumping and falling for the head fakes, understanding what his length and athleticism can do for him.
He's definitely getting at least a couple blocks a game. I would think almost two to 3 blocks a game. And loose ball going to be a tie-up. And now we look on the stats here for goal bound. It does have blocks for Robert at 1.56 per game. So it wasn't too far off.
Nope.
Almost 2.
And his come in bunches. I feel like the games that we've done, when he gets it kind of going, he's really feeling it.
I remember a couple, I think one of the games he had 3 or 4. Kick out, Barrows will drive, lose the basketball. Only 1 foul whistled so far in this game. This has been clean, and boy, is it official. I don't want to jinx him right now, but this is about the easiest game you can officiate. Team sitting in a zone, and then just as I say that, I think Menomonie looks like they've switched to man-to-man. A quick trigger 3 up top there. My Knecht rattles out, and there comes North the other, or excuse me, Mustangs the other way. Mustangs have yet to sub. Underneath, Robert.
Drawing a double team, he'll get out of it, and then to go into a triple team. And Nielsen had an easy layup, just couldn't put her down. Loose ball is going to go to North.
Yeah, that's going to be one thing to look into, is how comfortable Coach Van Grunsven is going into the bench. I know Parker, Javon, and Ian, I think, were the three that got in the last time they played. He only played 8 guys. You'd like to see that probably bounce to 9, potentially 10, especially with the pace that the Huskies like to play with.
Yeah, it looks like Mustangs hockey against Eau Claire Memorial right now. Memorial up 2-0 in that first period. We're going to have a foul on a 3-point attempt there on Barrows. So I think they're going to get Butler with that one. They will. Butler's first team first as well. Up and down for Barrows on the first one. Big thanks to all our sponsors here, 24/7 Telecom, Advanced Electrical and Mechanical, Dairy State Bank, Shields, Denny's Appliance, Crystal Orthodontics, Mike Sell Insurance. They help out with our replay sponsor, and then Bill's Distributing, our free throw sponsor. Barrows hits all 3 at that charity stripe. He's got 6 of the 9 so far for North. Off the bench here, the freshman Parker Behrens. Rue, a nice job, and splits the defenders, and will finish with the lay-in. Quickly the other way. Connect tries to hit a transition 3. The miss will be grabbed by Parker Behrens, and then we're going to have a foul on a reach-in. Look at Barrows. He, I don't think he agreed with that one, nope. But official right there is Oliver Shank will come in, and that, we're talking about depth. We don't see a Shank a whole lot in the game, but coming off the bench this season. But obviously with the short bench and Bruce Barron Blake Barron's out. Just got a limited bench there if you're the Mustangs.
Yeah, one thing would be interesting too to see if Coach Van Grunsven goes to a little bit of that high-low action with Kistner and Roberts again.
That's going to be an offensive foul underneath on Roberts. I don't think head coach Greg Van Grunsven agreed with that. Well, he's given his or voicing his displeasure, I believe, to official Jeremy Lane there. They've been in a lot of games together, I'm sure. Long-time official and long-time BRC coach here, Greg Van Grunsven. Thought about a 3 there, Shipman. He'll pass it up back to Barrows.
Yeah, the one thing with the Huskies, they're patient.
This time Shipman will launch it from distance and buries it. So 3 threes already here for North.
Yeah, really nice skip pass right there. On time, on target.
Underneath, Roberts strong with the basketball, creates some separation and gets a bucket.
And that was an important push back. I like that because North can't come in and do with their double team when we were kind of set up a little bit defensively. When we kind of get them in transition in an early post touch, gives Trevor a lot more opportunity to go make a move one-on-one.
That one will rattle home for Shipman. 2 trips down the floor. Shipman 2 threes.
There's been a couple games this year, too, where North really gets it going from downtown.
Right now, it looks like it is becoming one of those for the Huskies.
And this is a shooter's gym. I haven't met a team that doesn't like coming here.
Ball out of bounds, went through the hands of Nielsen. And we're going to have subs here both sides. Kistner and Nelson in. Hutchinson in. Tesson Ritter in. And I believe Gavin Wise in for the Huskies. So a whole slew of new players on the court. Anybody tuning in here, this is your tidbit of information for this game. Head coach Greg Van Grunsven is coaching against a kindergarten he had in class in his early teaching career. So that is a very unique piece of information. So very cool, actually, is boy Nielsen with a block. Good defensive play. I don't know if head coach Greg Van Grunsven wants anybody to know that. It kind of dates you a little bit, but very cool. Inside, almost banking it in, was Nielsen, ball out of bounds. Butler back in for the Mustangs. Schenk will take a rest. Dempsey Bauer in for the first time here for North. North showing some depth. They're playing about 10 deep right now.
Yep.
I think that's number 10 that just came in, Dempsey Bauer. Guys definitely have
little 3-2 action here.
Yeah, 3-2, 1-2-2 potentially looks like.
So just changing the front up here, giving an odd front look as opposed to the even front with the zone. You tack it a little bit differently, but anytime against the zone, high post touches, short corner touches are good, and a lot of times you'll have a baseline runner that kind of creates some space. Right there, back to the corner is what North wants to do.
And there it is, a quick trigger three. You're saying that rattles off the iron. Rebound Nielsen.
Come on, Parker.
Barons, the transition three. That one will rattle home. The freshman off the bench into the scorebook.
Yeah, I really like the pushes by Menomonie right now. I think they can get some early attacks on North.
Butler with the steal. First turnover for the Huskies. Nelson to the elbow. Back out top, Nielsen. He's got a good look from distance and takes advantage. Nielsen leads all scorers now with 7. Trying to answer the other way. That one will bounce out on Wise, and then a foul on North. Got a good flow in this game right now, Storm. And not a lot of fouls, just 3 on North, just 2 on Menomonie, but like we've only shot 3 free throws in this whole first half, and that was on a 3-point attempt by Barrows, who hit all 3. Tyler Nelson into the front court to Barons. Mustangs a little bunched up, not real good court spacing on this one, but Parker Barons down the right side will draw the foul and head to the free throw line. So the Bills distributing free throw trip here for the Mustangs. Look at the numbers here for Parker Barons on the season. This first one rattles out at the free throw line this year. Not a whole lot of attempts, just now 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. You can all stats over at GoBound. You can find that link on BigRiversConference.org. He misses both at that Bills distributing free throw line. Robert back into the game here.
So I'm interested what happens when that ball does go short corner. If Trev goes all the way to the block then, if he rotates there, you sometimes see that out of this look. Because you like to keep him around the basket.
North another 3, this time by Rupert. 5 threes now by North in this first half. 15 of their 18 points from long range. You really could say all 18 because they got fouled on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, like I mentioned, they had 30 attempts from downtown the first time they played each other.
And Robert's going to go to the basket and draw the foul. He's got a couple at that Bills distributing free throw line. And
yeah, you like to see him get going from the line right now. I think he struggled a little bit the last time out in the second half against Ellsworth from the line. So see the ball go in right now, get a little confidence back.
Yeah, when we're talking, he's got a lot of attempts this year, and that's not untypical for big guys. You get fouled a lot underneath the basket. You know, Roberts right now, that was his 80th free throw attempt this season. Tyler Nelson at 49 is the next.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's 30, almost 30 ahead, or over 30 ahead of the next guy, and he misses both here on this trip as well. And, yeah, I mean, it leaves so many points on the board when you can't take advantage of that. Mustangs would lead if they would hit some of their free throws. Right now as a team now, they're 0 for 4 in this first half. Another 3-point attempt, this time side iron miss from the far side, Shipman, who's already hit 2 tonight. And it's under 6 to go here in this first half.
Go at him.
Robert will drive baseline. Nice job by the defense to kind of cut it off. That was Shipman. If I remember right, I think Shipman was the quarterback for North this last fall. Very good athlete. I think on the first play of the game against Menomonie,
we saw that.
he ran like 65 yards. I think it was the first play of the season.
He looked like a 4-3 kid.
Yeah, he was impressive quarterback here for the Huskies. He's got that challenge against Robert, and boy, he's playing up tough. He turned it over. The Mustangs a turnover, transition the other way, hooping the harm for Rupert. That's their first 2-point field goal here tonight for the Huskies. So Rupert a chance to complete the 3-point play. And he does. Free throw shooting a little different. 4 for 4 North, 0 for 4 Mustangs so far this ball game.
Yeah, and this time of year it's really magnified with the stripe.
And the other thing, we haven't even seen Jacob Rue attempt a 3-pointer. And you talked about that in the last matchup. And head coach Greg Van Grun, we're going to talk about it. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Visit the newly designed Big Rivers website at bigriversconference.org. Here, you can find results, standings, statistics, calendars, and historical league information.
Back with your Mustangs TV alongside Storm Harmon. I'm Chad Zutter. You just saw a little ad here for bigriversconference.org. Again, if any information you want to find, stats, standings, results for any Big River sports, whether it's boys basketball, girls basketball, wrestling, all those sports, just visit bigriversconference.org. Jacob Rue loses the basketball. It'll be a turnover. Transition the other way. Layup rattles home for Rupert.
Nice left there. Good strong finish. A little late veer to get right into Nielsen's chest so he could finish strong.
Did you, in the pregame kind of we were talking about their last matchup, is that right? You told me that Rue didn't even make a 3-pointer, or didn't even attempt a 3-pointer?
He attempted one. He was 0 for 4 in the game.
Yeah.
But Barrows does a great job. I mean, like I mentioned, that Spider-Man image where it's two guys that know each other really well and how to play. The only difference is Barrows sees a little bit more zone because Menomonie plays that versus the man that North likes to play.
North in transition the other way, and Connect gets a layup off the steal, and those turnovers led to some points for the Huskies. Greg Van Grunsven will use another timeout. We'll be back after this. Back with you here out of the Greg Van Grunsven timeout here. Mustangs trail by 8, their largest deficit so far here tonight.
Yeah, I think you got to try and find a touch for Trevor if you can.
Right inside, Nelson, I think they're going to say before the shot, so no free throws here.
So this is when the Mustangs are really good at getting looks for Rue. I think they're really great out of baseline, out of bounds plays.
Let's see if they can get him a good look here. He has just one field goal here, and that's a layup. He hasn't even tried a three-pointer yet here tonight. Inside, turnaround jumper, Robert. No, Nielsen will grab the miss. Swing pass over to Rue. Go to the baseline, over to Nelson. Jumper from 15, elbow. Nope, another offensive board. This time Robert. He'll get it knocked away into the backcourt. And it'll stay, no, it will be a turnover. As I think officials are going to get together. Greg Van Grunsven was...
He might get hot here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Because I was hard to tell from here. Head coach Greg Van Grunsven not happy with that. Yeah, I couldn't tell. I mean, if that hit,
that was hard.
Obviously, it was tipped, no question. But who did it hit after it was tipped? We could not tell from our angle here. But the officials say either it hit Menomonie.
One thing I want to note on that last possession down there, I thought Shipman did a great job playing the right shoulder and keeping Trev having to play to his left hand. That's why he spun back and kind of took the fade away. Not as comfortable going finishing strong with the left right now.
Good hard screen there. Swing pass near side to Shipman. Shipman free throw line. Bodies up. Nielsen goes over top and finishes.
Good strong move.
Yeah, that was a strong basketball move, no question, Storm.
One thing's noticeable, they did a really good job attacking the chest of the defender from North.
I know you weren't here Monday, but man, that was a very physical basketball game. Menomonie taking on Ellsworth, and you know, we get towards the end of this game, or the end of the season, I should say, and you get into closer to tournament time, there can be some very physical basketball games. DJ Butler trying number 2, and he's got it.
Another guy.
2 threes for Butler here tonight. He's heating up. A double screen on Butler. He works through both of them on the defensive end. Shipman now to the block. Kick out, open 3. Wow. Barrows knocks it down, and the Mustangs are continuing to get kind of just hurt by that three-point shot. That is the 6th three-pointer here by North in this first half. Ellsworth had 7 in the first half on Monday against Menomonie.
Cut to the hoop, cut to the hoop.
Robert's going to draw the foul on Shipman.
So off of that double team, as soon as that first pass happens, you're going to need a weak side guy to cut to the rim because North's scrambling to find somebody. So one of the 2 guys here, the slot or corner, got to dive to the hoop there. Should be a nice look at the rim.
Tesson Ritter, Hutchinson Wise in for North. Barron's in for Rue on the Mustang side. And a 1-and-1 here at that Bills Distributing free throw line for Trevor Robert, who's struggled from that charity stripe recently. Let's hope he can overcome it. Start a new trend. He'll miss. Rebound grabbed there by Hutchinson.
Oh, boy.
Almost looked like a travel maybe there. Got away with it, and a good finish by Tesson Ritter.
Again, attacking the chest, kind of making the big guy a little smaller than what he is. Unlike them to pass up an open 3 like that, too.
Bounce into Robert, who's going to draw the double team right away. Now a triple team. Ball knocked away, and Barrows
just got to play a little quicker.
Yeah, you can see North. I mean, we've seen this from a lot of teams, obviously, and Robert
Doubles
goes
coming
underneath a double and a triple, and you know that's every team. He's no secret, that's for sure. These Big Rivers Conference teams. Barron's to the elbow to Butler.
Come on, Tyler.
Nelson now is going to pop one from long range. That one misses. Barron's the offensive board. Puts it back up strong. Just rattles off the rim. Loose ball. I think we're going to have a tie up here. We will. It's going to stay to Menomonie.
Good hustle by DJ and Tyler right there. Again, actually, all 10 guys really competing right now on the floor. You can tell a lot of effort being laid out there.
Yeah, definitely a high-intensity game. We saw Mustangs start in a 2-3 zone defensively, and kind of went into a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, but they've been man down the stretch here in this first half on that defensive side. North has been man pretty much the whole first half. Nielsen loses it, turnover Mustangs.
And that's been the story, right? These live ball turnovers, North really capitalize.
Pops a three up top, heel miss by Hutchinson. Grabbed by Butler, he'll get it to Nelson. Under a minute to go, and
flash middle.
Nelson will get the ball knocked away and a steal. Kick out, open three, Barrows. Yep. Now, these live ball turnovers have, I think that's kind of the story of this first half. That's the big reason North is up by 15 at the moment. And this has been run by North down the stretch. Mustangs just need a bucket before half, and I think that's going to be a travel. It is. I think he picked up his pivot foot before he shot. Jacob Rue in, Parker Barron's out, but we'll get to our stats at halftime, but again, always unofficial. I have North with one turnover.
No, they played a really clean game the first time too. The difference was Menomonie also played a really clean game.
Yeah, and I have Menomonie with 8 turnovers. Not a ton, but a lot of them have led to points for North.
Yeah, Coach Horn, I think you probably want the last shot this part of the half, right? Feeling pretty good about yourself. Come on, Tyler.
There's a pick of a pocket by Nelson. He's going to get a layup on the other end and a finish. Mustangs needed that. Driver basket. What a finish by Wise. He just threw it up. And that's that friendly rim you talked about, Storm. And boy, North just can't seem to miss in this first half. They are up 15. We'll be back on Mustang. Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com. Back with you here at halftime, sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics, our pregame, halftime, and postgame sponsor. And yeah, this has been a challenge here for the Mustangs in this first half. You see your visitors, the Eau Claire North Huskies, lead by 15, 37-22. Let's run down the numbers of how we got there currently. And we'll start with the Huskies. 2 from Wise, 12 from Barrows, 5 from Connect, 2 from McCade Tessin. Tessin Ritter, 8 from Rupert and 8 from Shipman. Huskies just 2 turnovers in that first half, and they were a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. For the Mustangs, 7 from Nielsen, 2 from Rue, 6 from Butler, 2 from Nelson, 3 from Barons, and 2 from Robert. Mustangs 8 turnovers, and this is the stat that really hurts the Mustangs. 0 of 5 from the free throw line. Obviously left a lot of points at that free throw line, and we talk about that first half, Storm. You know, not a ton of turnovers by Menomonie, but so many of them led to points for North. And North just, I mean, I'm guessing North shot 65% in that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chad, I see. I'm laughing right now. We got the bunch of moms playing lightning right now.
I see that. Yeah.
No, you're dead on there. The live ball turnovers. The big thing with the free throws that you mentioned is you don't get to set up your defense, right? Usually off of a make, we do a pretty good job of mixing the full court, 3/4 court, half court pressures. Can't do that off of a miss. I'd be at halftime, if I'm Coach Van Grunsven, I'd be trying to find some ways to get Trevor with some movement. So I think a lot of the stuff's very stationary on the catch. If you can get some screen and roll where a wide side of the hoops for you, 3 guys on the weak side, just to get him off of a rolling action so that double team can't come right now. I feel like they're kind of like torpedoes waiting on the catch just to hit it as hard as they can. And it's making it really hard for him to make a read, but also the guys that are trying to receive the pass be ready for it too. Love the effort from North. Man, they played really hard, pretty collectively. You mentioned the line changes that they're making. It's fun watching when you get 9, 10 kids playing with that type of effort. And then the three-point line, I mean, they're fearless. They do a really good job of finding the open guy and sharing it. And then when you got a star like Barrows that can really kind of keep you in the game when things ain't going well, and then everyone else starts hitting around him, they become a really challenging team to stop.
Well, you mentioned it, the three-point line. They hit 7 three-pointers in that first half, and you could almost say hit 8 three-pointers as they were fouled on one and hit all 3 free throws. So, yeah, just like Monday where Ellsworth, kind of took that game by shooting the ball well from distance, North is on that same pattern right now, at least in the first half. And we'll see if Eau Claire North stays like that in the second half, or Menomonie stays in that man-to-man defense, which we saw them more so as that first half ended. See what head coach Greg Van Grunsven does on the defensive side of the basketball here for the second half. Mustangs against Eau Claire Memorial in hockey. They're in that second period right now. Memorial up 2-0 in that second period. Again, that stream is active on Mustangs TV. If you want to watch that, head over to Mustangs TV and watch Eau Claire Memorial and Menomonie take on in boys hockey here tonight. We'll take a break on Mustangs TV. We'll be back right after this.
Enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
All back with you here at Halftime Show, sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics. Had a little hiccup there in our stream, but not a better time to have a hiccup in a stream than at halftime. So got that fixed, back on the air here. And let's run down this heavy schedule. Tomorrow night, girls will be on Mustangs TV. They'll be hosting New Richmond, 7:15 tip. And then we'll have wrestling on Saturday at 10 a.m. Jeff Pysig, Scott Howard will be on the call for that one. That will be a team event, and I know wrestling, that's not just a couple hours story.
No, you're going to be here for a while.
About a 6-8 hour stream, so that'll be they'll be here, and they'll be talking a lot about wrestling, and there'll be a lot of people here. I'm not sure if that's a 1 mat, 2 mat, but I know those wrestling days. That's why you start at 10 a.m. They take a while.
Yeah,
so.
Getting through everything, right? It'll probably end about 5, 6 at night when it's all said and done.
Yeah, and big thanks to Jeff Pysig and Scott Howard for helping us out here. You know, they know wrestling. I do not, definitely not my forte. So it's good to have guys that kind of know the sport be able to help out and give us commentary on that, and give all you guys the information. I will have that stream set up for those guys to get going Saturday morning. And again, big thanks to Jeff Pysig and Scott Howard for helping us out last season and all this season with the live stream broadcast on that wrestling side. Well, we got a couple minutes left here before we start the second half. Storm, anything else to add before the Mustangs come out down 15 here?
No, I think Coach Van Grunzen's looking for fight, right? This is the time of year where, like, each possession really does matter. You're going to give up some buckets here and there, but you want to have that fight for 36 minutes and have that be the habit that's built. You'll find out seedings in 2 weeks, and then you'll have to play somebody for real where the expiration date of the season actually is a real thing then. So seeing what the boys can come out and do, and I would imagine they would. He's got great senior leadership. The guards have keep on playing. Just like I go back to the last possession for Menomonie that Nelson created off of that. North's looking for the final shot. Tyler giving good pressure all the way up to half court, causes deflection and the finish. And those are the little things that kind of keep you in it, because really then you could be down 17. Instead it stays at 15, and going to give yourself each a chance. Because one thing about shooters, I'll say this about three-point shooting teams. Yeah, when they get it going, they can really get it going. But when they can't find the way to get in, they give up points in a hurry. So that you can get right back in this game.
Yeah, talk about that pre-seeding. Menomonie, the boys basketball, the last one was this last Friday. There'll be another one this Friday. Is that right, Storm? Is that every Friday, or does it come out Saturday? How does that work?
No, I think they're only doing the one.
Just the one?
Yes, just the one. So the girls will actually seed for real this Sunday. So the brackets will come out and that'll be live for them. But they just gave they called it the mid-season seeding. Not sure quite why they named it that, but just the one-time snapshot.
Okay.
And it's really interesting, too, because there's a couple teams in there where you're like, really, like a little maybe higher than you thought they'd be, or some teams maybe a little lower. Like, I feel like our girls team, they were at a 6 seed. And in my opinion, if I would have been in a room with them, I feel like they're a top 3 team in their section. But the computer didn't see them like that during that point. That's where that Hudson win was really big for them a week and a half ago.
Yep.
You got to beat teams with wins, right? And so win games, win head-to-head games, and then beat teams that have lots of wins, and usually it falls in your favor.
Well, it'll be Eau Claire North's basketball here to start this second half. And, if you want to find those mid-season teams, again, not really mid-season seeds. And then, obviously, with the brackets, when they do come out, go to WIA.org. The girls' bracket will be released on Saturday, and this has been the theme for probably 6-7 years now.
Yep.
It's not coaches getting together. It's all computer generated, automatically done, and there's a hoop and a harm on a three-pointer to start the second half. Wow, you don't see that a whole lot often. Storm, a chance for a 4-point play.
I know we don't usually show opposing teams replays, but I have that. It was a pretty impressive shot by him.
Yeah, I can't say I think maybe I've seen one 4-point play this year, and that one, unfortunately, Barrows is not able to complete it, but that's a rarity. You don't see a lot of that. Mustangs down now as many as they've been in this game, 18. Nice give and go to Butler underneath, but he's a little too deep. He's got to come back out. And then too much on the shot attempt.
Good push.
Transition, Shipman the other way. Hits the cutter, Wise, spin. Good job by Robert to cut it off. They'll kick it out.
Yeah, just looking for one stop here if you're Menomonie. One stop and stack a good possession offensively off it and just keep on chipping away like that.
Robert almost with a steal, though. Top went for it. Good recovery there by Nielsen to help him. And then Shipman drove and couldn't finish. Hope he's okay. He's coming up a little gingerly. Mustangs got a 5-on-4. Nielsen, 3, corner. Yes!
Good space there by Nielsen to really find that corner and make that a long closeout. And nice job by Rue finding him. Had the numbers and they took advantage of it. And that's what you want. You want to stop and a really good high-quality possession on the other end.
Well, it's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Shipman with a moving screen, so that's a turnover and a foul.
Someone's not happy.
Yeah, I was going to say, voicing their displeasure with some authority from the stands there. Rue trying to set a screen there. Good job for the defender to get around it. Rue now rolls out right side. Thought about getting a 3. Defended well by North, but he went in and laid it off the glass to Jacob Rue.
Yeah, great job attacking the closeout and getting all the way to the rim. Tough lefty finish there, too, by Jacob.
Little give and go and a turnover. North gives it back. So they've already committed as many turnovers here in the first 2+ minutes of this second half than they did the whole first half.
Yep.
So good way to start if you're the Mustangs.
Three stops in a row there with the missed layup and 2 turnovers.
That's going to be an over and back. Nelson dribbled it off his foot. So a turnover Mustangs.
You can tell the pressure in the half court is really bothering our guards from a look standpoint for our shooters, but even our guards are having a hard time initiating action, trying to get into different entries.
Long 3 there by Barrows. Misses the bottom of the basket. Look at Robert. He's just got 2 points here so far tonight. And, if you're North, you like having him catches right there.
Yep.
Beyond the 3-point line, out on the elbow, and then he's got to work his way in. And by that time, you're going to draw those double, triple teams. And you talked about it at halftime. You want him kind of moving towards the basket as he catches. Nice drive by Nielsen. He can't finish, but he'll go to the free throw line here for 2. And full free throw sponsored by Bill's Distributing.
Hopefully he's all right. Kind of fell awkwardly
I was
there.
Gonna say, almost looked like maybe a lower back. Maybe he got elbowed or kneed there as he was going up.
Yep.
First one, boy, that was halfway down and popped out. Coming in here for the Huskies, Rupert. Second one, Nielsen drops in. First free throw made for the Mustangs this game. They're 1 of 6. They've cut that 18-point lead by North to 12. Little 6-0 run here by the Mustangs, looking to make it a little bigger. Wow, boy, what a layup there by Wise as came from the other side.
Come on, Trev.
And cuts that run by Menomonie. Nelson to the free throw line. Robert, baseline. He'll miss, rebound, Butler, and he'll kick it out.
And then that's a big win again for North, right? Having Trev settle for a baseline jumper.
A turnover there, a steal by the Huskies. Butler gets it right back. Nelson turns it back to the Huskies.
Oh.
And I think we're going to have another turnover. All my marks here on the TO checklist got a little hefty there on those last 4 possessions. We had turnover right there.
Miami kind of got lucky there, too. Maybe they just think it's incidental, but.
That could have been a foul maybe called on that last one, but yeah, I think you're right. They ruled it incidental. DJ Butler a little short on that triple.
You'd like to see two of Menomonie could get caught in a little bit different spacing where Rue's the corner guy, because that'd be less, more space for Trev to be able to do something with, where they're kind of sagging off of DJ.
Turnover on the other side. Huskies give it back.
He's got numbers.
Who's going to fire one? Side iron miss. Nielsen the rebound, and then he's kind of swiped from underneath. An easy call for the officials. It looks like Barrows is coming off pretty gingerly here for the Huskies. Let's hope he's okay. But got a bunch of subs in here for North. You got Brady Andrew into the game. Also got Kinneck and Hutchinson back in. A correction, make that Rupert in. Robert's going to draw the double team, kick out Nielsen, open three, far side. That one rattles out. Butler the offensive board, and he'll be fouled. So, you know, you're down 14 right now, Storm, if you're the Mustangs, but the foul count is starting to go in your favor.
Yep.
Where, you know, keep going to the basket, you know, keep working hard and try to come back, you know, try to start getting some points at the free throw line, which at this pace, you're going to have an opportunity to do.
And like you mentioned, the basketball is always about percentages. We're 0 for right now from the free throw line, so those percentages are going to slowly get into our favor a little bit. You'd imagine some more makes coming from that spot.
Send to Robert. Now he's got what he wants, a one-on-one hoop in the arm. That's one of the reasons he has shot over 80 free throws here tonight. So strong with the basketball underneath. Do we have a Mike's Launcher entry play on that one?
I think we do.
All right, we can get to that here in our next stoppage. I was looking for Robert to complete the three-point play. And he cannot. Nielsen, an offensive board. Another chance for the Mustangs.
Man, he's really playing hard right now, creating some extra opportunities.
5-point possession for the Mustangs as Rue hits a three. They're within 9, closest they've been in a while. Timeout, Logan Horn. Huskies, we'll be back.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Back with you here, Mustangs TV. We're going to run through a Mike Sell Insurance replay. Go ahead there, Storm. Our last three-point play there by Robert on nice pass underneath the feet, and then just a good drop step and strong with a basketball. But, you know, and then can't make the free throw, but an offensive rebound by Nielsen, a kick out by Rue, and he hits a three. I mean, not too often you have a 5-point possession. Mustangs just did it. That is one heck of a way, you know, to try to get back in this one. Remember, they trailed by as much as 18 in this second half. They've cut that in half now. They're down by 9. They got all the momentum right now. That was head coach Logan Horn. That was his first timeout he has used. Greg Van Grunven, he used 2 in that first half. He's still got 3 remaining here in the ball game. And he's going to step out of bounds. An easy call for the officials there. Is great job there by Robert. He just kind of let him out of bounds. And Huskies now with 6 turnovers here in this second half. They got a hockey line change coming in. Mostly starters back in here for the Huskies. Next dead ball. Robert underneath. He's going to draw a foul. They're going to say underneath before the shot. But that's number 6 on North. Mustangs shooting the rest of the way. We got 12-plus minutes of basketball left. And, boy, if you're going to win this one, I got to say this, Storm. I think if you're going to win this, if you're Menomonie, you got to start hitting your free throws. I mean, you're going to have chances now to score at that free throw line. Haven't really taken advantage of it yet. They're 1 of 7 as a team. You got to start hitting those charity stripe free throws. And you're going to have a good chance to get back in this one.
Hand over.
Robert draws the double team. Somebody's open. And he's going to get fouled on the shot, so they're going to give Robert 2. And Robert trying to get out of that, we'll call this in the terms of baseball. He's in a little bit of a slump at the free throw line, trying to get out of it. Let's hope he can here. And there it is, right there. Hit a free throw. That's all you need. You need one make to kind of turn it around, just like a hitter in baseball. Just need that one single, and that'll get you back. As Parker Barron's into the game. Robert hits them both. And Mustangs within 7. Closest they've been in a while.
North trying to get Barros a look.
I'll get a reach in here on Roberts.
And that's not needed. Like, Trev, just keep the guy in front right now. You guys are playing good basketball. North's really struggling to get a look at the rim. Don't help them out by doing something that's uncharacteristic of how you play.
Yeah, especially they say coaches probably, as a big guy, you want your fouls around the basket,
for sure.
not outside at the 3-point line. For a big guy, your defense is around the rim. Mustangs looking to get another stop. The defense has been really good in this second half. Just 5 points by North here in the second half. They had 37 at halftime.
Yeah, they had a great 2 minutes to start the half and just really cooled off. Not many looks at the rim at all. A lot of turnovers.
Mustangs making them work here. Trying to get a good look. Launching one, Hutchinson. He'll miss. Robert will grab it. Parker Barron's now on the elbow. Inside to Robert. Robert, and that's an easy call. I mean, he was almost hugging him there. Was Rupert, and Trevor will head to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, and I mean, that's almost like hack-a-shack.
Yeah, I know. My favorite is, too, he's asking, what did I do? Well, you displaced him twice.
1-and-1 here for Robert. And that Randall's home 3 in a row now for Trevor Robert at that free throw line. And I think he had missed 10 or 11 in a row going back to Monday before that. So, like I said, averages come back the other way.
That's how the game works, man.
Chance to go on a streak here on the make side for Trevor Robert. We'll get the Mustangs within 5, and he does. Hits 4 in a row. Great job there by Robert. Mustangs right back in.
Right there.
Nice job of keeping his pivot foot there on that spin was Tesson Ritter. Points have been hard here for North in this second half. It looks like offensively too, Storm. They're just really out of rhythm. As Butler knocks it into the backcourt and then ball out of bounds. We're going to find out who they're going to give it to. They're going to say off of Butler, and boy, he hustled hard and rolled all the way into the trainer's table. And good hustle there by DJ Butler to try to save that one. They're going to give it to North here on the out of bounds.
Yeah, great hustle by both guys right there. Bang, bang play.
Yep.
Could have seen it going either way. No letdown here by the Mustangs, though. Keep on defending the perimeter like you have been. I like how physical they've been.
Wise underneath. He'll hit the cutter. Layup. Nope. But to the free throw line will head Tesson Ritter.
Yeah, and that's the counter right now that North has to do. It's been such aggressive pressure from the three-point line extended by all of our guards. North's going to have to backdoor and find some cuts or be able to put the ball on the ground and finish.
And you talked about it at halftime, too. If you live and die by the three, when you die by it, other teams can get back in the game. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now.
Yep.
Tesson Ritter, the first one down the hatch. Cash is in the second one as well. This Tesson Ritter.
Again, just get a quality look. I really like us playing inside out through Trevor right now.
Parker Barron's, the freshman at the free throw line. Back to Rue. He's going to launch one from top of the key. No. Butler, the putback. No. Rebound, Robert. Another chance for the Mustangs. Strong. Can't make it, but he'll head to the free throw line for a pair. And now the Mustangs are going to be 2 free throws on any foul the rest of the way. Double bonus. So the Mustangs have a great chance here to really get points at the free throw line. Now Bill's distributing free throw line here. Is going to get some action here in this second half. First one up and down for Robert, and you can tell his comfort level by every made free throw. Just a little more sigh of relief here, Storm.
Yeah, he's out of his head now too, right? He's catching the ball, rhythm, just shooting the ball now.
Nelson and Butler back in. And 6 in a row there. As we are going to have a quick timeout here by head coach Craig Van Grunsman. Mustangs within 5. Be back. Mustangs.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Banking that works better for you. Dairy State Bank has everything from free checking to money market accounts. Bank on the go with mobile banking and other e-services like mobile deposit and bill pay, while still enjoying personal customer service whenever you need it. We're a community bank. We're your neighbors, committed to building a stronger community. Visit dairystatebank.com today.
Back with you here, Mustangs TV. Menomonie trailed by as much as 18 in this second half. They have made a great comeback within 5 at the moment. Looking for another stop here on this defensive end. And this defense, a big reason for Menomonie's comeback. They've allowed just 7 points by North in the second half. DJ Butler working hard to cover Behrens here. Behrens into the lane, kicks it out. Now losing it on the dribble drive is Tessin Ritter, and a turnover. North. Rue, jumper, elbow.
Oh boy.
Almost banks it in there, and just a little quick on that shot attempt, it looked like, for Rue. Just hurried himself. Nice crossover, but losing it there was Rupert, and another turnover. 8th turnover here for the Huskies in the second half.
Oh,
Nelson
wow.
shot blocked, and they're going to say he got a little arm there. That was Hutchinson, so they're going to give 2 free throws here for Nelson. See head coach Logan Horn. I don't think he like that whistle too much.
And this is the advantage, though, of putting a team in double bonus this early, right? You get rewarded for being aggressive to the rim.
First one by Nelson, those friendly rim, helps him out. The sub in here for the Huskies. Robert in for Menomonie, and for the Huskies we got Bean. Looks like, who else came in there? I think Connect as well. Second one by Nelson. Cashes it in. Mustangs shooting the ball much better at that charity stripe here in the second half. First half they were 1 of 6. Oh, 5, excuse me. Long 3 swished by Connect off the bench. And that pushes it to a 6-point lead here.
Yeah, really good driving kick there.
For the Huskies. Nelson trying to answer the other side. Cannot. Huskies pushing it. Fast pass over to the far corner. A 3 hit again by Connect. Back-to-back 3s by Connect.
It's a good last name for a shooter.
Oh my.
Dalton Connect, Tennessee. I think he's a Laker right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 3-point game. All of a sudden back to a 9-point lead for the Huskies. The other way, Robert gets an easy bucket. That 3-point, I think that's the first 2 threes we've seen from the Huskies in this second half after hitting 7 in the first half.
Yeah, they hit the and 1 to start.
You're right, yes, you're right. So now with 10th made 3-pointers, a turnover, Robert with the steal.
Ooh.
Rule will get over Nelson. A very nice size advantage for the Mustangs underneath. They see it. Robert double team.
Go at him.
Yeah, go at him. And now he's triple team. Works through it over to Kistner. Parker Behrens, corner 3. Bottoms. His second three here tonight for the freshman. Mustangs within 4. They haven't led since early on in this game. And we're going to have a timeout here. Head coach Logan Horn for the Huskies. We will do the same. Mustangs.
Appliance in Menomonie has a lot going on. Announcing 50 years in business, a new location, and a new look. It's time for celebration. Hi, I'm Kayla from Denny's. We have always been local to assist you and now have moved next door from our old location on Stout Road in Menomonie to serve you even better. Join us for our Customer Appreciation Days, February 25th through the 27th, celebrating 50 years in business and the grand opening of our new location. Stop and see us at Denny's.
Back with you here, Mustangs TV. Storm Harmon, Chad Sutter on the call here tonight. A big thanks to everybody joining us here. We're in triple digits, 104, excuse me,
Let's
watching
go
right now. So big thanks to everybody tuning in. It looks like we might have another close one coming down the stretch here. Just under 7 to go, 4-point lead Huskies. Mustangs have come back from 18 to make this a game.
Well, let's stop it there.
Barros. Jumper, free throw line, rattles out, rebound to Robert. And Barros had 12 in that first half, just has 15 on the game, so Mustangs done a pretty good job in the second half.
Good drive there.
Barons the other way.
Nice job by Parker attacking the closeout there, strong finish.
Mustangs now within 2. And this could easily, Storm, be kind of a possession game down the stretch here. As these squads, we saw a close one in their first matchup. Mustangs won 54-52. Ball out of bounds, going to be a turnover. Huskies. 10 turnovers in the second half here for North. Yeah, I think we might have some moisture on the floor, but the official cleans it up there with his foot, and we're good to go. So Tyler Nelson will direct the offense here for Menomonie. Barons bounce to Robert. Robert, nice spin to get to the basket, and he'll draw the foul. Either way, doesn't matter if it's on the shot or not. He'll have 2 over Robert. Robert started this game 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Since then, he's hit 6 in a row. Looking to continue that stretch here at that Bills Distributing free throw line. He does. Mustangs, I don't think they've tied this game at all. I think we saw a few lead changes early on. I don't think we've ever had a tied game. If we did, it was very early, and we still don't. This is the second is Robert. Huskies with a slim margin in the basketball. Mustangs have been man-to-man defense here this whole second half. We saw him play a little bit of zone in the first half. A little hook shot there by Rupert comes up short. It looks like the second half defense, that man-to-man has been more effective here. Yep. Just taking away that 3. They've hit 3 in the second half as Eau Claire North, but their points have been more challenging. Yep. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely.
Underneath, Robert's going to get fouled and head to the free throw line. This will be number 13 and 14. I'm sorry, free throws wise. This will be number 13 and 14 here for Robert. So he's adding to the season total here tonight quite a bit. And we talked about it here to start the second half. You're going to win this game if you're Menomonie. It could easily be done right here at the Bills Distributing free throw line with so many chances here to put points on the board as we got a little bit of hockey line change here. Gavin Wise in, Hutchinson back in, Shipman back in here for North, also in is Barrows. Second one on its way. That one rattles out, and Robert does not take advantage there. Had a chance to tie or take the lead there on 2 free throws.
Yeah, North just doesn't seem as comfortable right now. The ball's not moving like it was earlier, just a little bit more indecisive.
Shipman with the basketball for North, and yeah, definitely out of sync, I think would be a good way to explain the North offense here in this second half. Points have been hard to place, been hard earned, I should say. There's a hoop on the arm there, nice spin and finish there by Hutchinson.
Kind of lost it too and still was able to get that ball up on the rim.
4.5 remains now. DJ Butler will saunter off the bench. Parker Behrens will exit.
I don't know, I might have rolled with Parker a little bit there. He kind of had a nice hot hand going.
You know, and you talked about, I mean, the depth here. We see Kistner and Schenkelp a little bit off. We haven't seen Jabon Butler yet tonight.
Nope.
As that free throw is missed, but the putback tip in by Wise is good and makes it a 4-point possession. But, see, I mean, these guys, you know, the starters, not a whole lot of rest here tonight.
Nope.
I mean, coach has done a really good job of rotating, give guys breaths, but, I mean, they're playing most of the minutes here with a short bench. Robert underneath. Tries to lay it off the glass, comes up short, transition the other way, pushing it there. It's going to be Rupert, but cannot make the bucket.
And what's really helped us is all the stoppages of the free throws taking place.
They definitely catch your breath.
Opposite. Good.
There it is, nice cut by Butler to the bucket. Friendly roll for him. He's got 8 now, does DJ Butler. And the Mustangs back within 3.
And I like to think of it, Chad, as imagine that a rope's tied around your waist and is tied around your defender's waist if you're on the weak side. If he takes off, he should be dragging you with him.
Beaten back door, Robert, easy feed there to Wise, and he'll finish. That's what we talked. I mean, you talked about it, I think, just a few minutes ago as North, you know, backdoor cuts. And they did it right there. Jacob Rue, other side.
Good answer.
Bottoms on a 3.
And he's got a little more space, right? Barrows is probably a little tired, too. He has a lot of minutes under his belt this game.
Well, Jacob Rue with 10. Just about a season average. Shipman down to the bucket. Can't draw the lay-in. And quickly the other way, the Mustangs.
I saw about 100 North hands go up in the sky there.
Yeah, little contact, no call. Underneath, Robert loses the basketball in the interior pass. Loose ball, and we're going to have a timeout here. But Menomonie, they'll keep the possession, trailing by 2.5 left.
Dreaming of building a new home or cabin? Dairy State Bank construction loans are more flexible than most. If you're still looking for that perfect spot, we offer lot and land financing. Our mortgage lenders get to know you so they can recommend the best financing plan for you. Call, stop in, or visit our online mortgage center to explore options. Let's turn that dream into reality.
Well, physicality coming in here, Storm, as we see bodies on the floor on that last possession here. And great job by Coach Van Grusman. In a game like this possession is very valuable. You want to save it, and he did it right there with a timeout. Mustangs, let's see if they can take advantage. Jacob Rue, yes! Mustangs' first lead since about the 2-minute mark into the ball game.
Yeah, very good out of timeout with Rue finding opportunities to get him coming off screen-to-screener actions.
Wise underneath, trying to get around Nielsen, can't, over to Barrows. And now this is definitely going to be a possession game, as each possession becoming extremely valuable. We'll see when head coach Logan Horn, if he decides to use a timeout sometime. And Menomonie's in a great spot. They can play hard. They got fouls to give. That's just the 5th. You know, just a perfect layup here for Menomonie on this defensive side. They don't have to worry about sending North to the free throw line. If you come out and try to, draw a turnover and maybe bump a little bit, big deal. You're not in that bonus yet. Logan Horn, head coach for North, still has 3 timeouts left. He's going to let his players kind of run their offense. Is he going to try to set something up using a timeout potentially? We'll find out here. And Wise now, baseline drive. Spin, Robert there. Wise, tough shot. Loose ball, out of bounds. And we are going to go to Menomonie. Good officiating there. I think the baseline official did not have a good look at it, so he asked for help and got it. It's a big possession here for Menomonie. Ideally, you want to take about 20, 30 seconds off the clock here, Storm, and get a good look.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to just get something close to the layup, obviously, but even an open three with 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
If I'm North, I might contemplate fouling Roberts or Butler right away off the catch, just to play time lane, right? Like maybe quick trap out of it and then see what you can do.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what North decides to do. And
right now,
Nielsen now gets the ball knocked away.
Gosh.
Turnover.
Timeout.
We'll see what head coach Logan Horn does. Yeah, he could use one here if he wanted to. He won't. At least not right now. He's thinking about it. There he goes. You called it, Storm. I thought we might use what he did. 36 seconds remain. Menomonie up 1. We'll be back. Visit the newly designed Big Rivers website at bigriversconference.org. Here, you can find results, standings, statistics, calendars, and historical league information. Back with you here, Mustangs TV, Storm Harmon, Chad Zutter on the call here tonight. A good crowd watching here on the live stream, almost 160 tuned in here, and hopefully you guys are going to see a good finish here. It's been a good comeback for the Mustangs here in the second half. Shipman underneath, he'll draw the foul, head to the free throw line.
Really good play design by Coach Horn there. Pulled Robert away from the basket because he was on Wise, but then that quick slip with Shipman, and he's going to get the ball up on the rim. He's just a strong kid. Nice play design right there.
So Shipman a chance to tie or take the lead here for North. First one off the rim. Best he can do is tie it now. Got a rebound on a miss here if you're the Mustangs. Don't give him another chance. He hits the second to Shipman, and we're tied at 57.
We're going to milk it, play for one?
Well, we're going to find out. Head coach Dan Grunsman does have one timeout. He could use it here in any type of trouble. He might let with under 20 to go here. And yeah, you see head coach Dan Grunsman. He was inching towards one of the officials there, thinking about a timeout, but not yet. Now we're at 10.
We're the last shot post here. Up.
7 seconds. Nielsen over to Rule. Open three. Near side. No. Put back Nelson. No. And we are going to go to overtime. 2 good attempts there. Rue had a good look. Didn't go down. Even Nelson, a little bit of contact, but was able to get the shot off. It would have counted. But we are going to bonus basketball. We'll be back right after this. Mustangs TV.
We've been able to build out the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Storm Harmon, Chad Zutter back with you. Bonus basketball here. One more round of 4 minutes. And, you know, the one thing we haven't talked a whole lot about in this game is foul trouble, Storm. But there is one player here for Menomonie, Isaac Nielsen, on that last foul. He did have his fourth.
Yep.
So, you know, we'll start, you know, that's typically when you get in a game. We didn't see a whole lot of fouls in that first half, so a lot more in the second half. But you get into overtime, that's when that starts to really start to play. You know, guys maybe starting to get disqualified with 5 fouls, as we're going to have a jump ball controlled immediately by Wise.
He stole the tip.
He just took it right from him.
Yeah.
And so North will get that first possession. Open three, far side, knocked down by
really
Barrows.
good hammer action right there. And again, Menomonie's done a great job the last 11 minutes, really limiting Barrows' shots. He's got such a quick trigger.
Nielsen, nice job of going to the basket as defenders kind of laid off him, and he took advantage. Nielsen to the free throw line. It's kind of weird. They had him kind of trapped, and then they left him and gave him an opening to the bucket.
Yeah, really good job keeping his pivot foot alive and just being strong.
You see head coach Greg Van Grunsven talking to the official here about that jump ball. Free throw up and down for Nielsen at that Bills Distributing free throw line, and obviously not pleased because they scored right away. So,
well, in this moment too, on to the next play, right?
Yep. Nielsen, perfect at that Bills Distributing free throw line. 2-2. Mustangs within one. Well, we saw a really close game on this first matchup just over a week ago, 54-52, Menomonie win. Wise hits a three from up top, and I don't think that was in the scouting report if you're Menomonie.
Nope. Again, that's a tribute to Coach Horn. His kids are fearless. They shoot it with confidence.
Robert underneath to Butler. Butler get the layup. Nice feed by Roberts, and Butler now with 10.
Sneaks it in.
Mustangs just need a stop here on this defensive side.
Yep.
Each team has scored on every possession here in this second or in this overtime.
For a while there, it was hard to buy a bucket.
Yeah, that's true. Turnover. Poked away. I think Rue got a piece of that one, and a turnover here. Huskies, Mustangs, chance to tie or take the lead. Got to get it to Robert inside. They do. Nice cut by Nielsen. It clears it open, and Robert now in the lane. Nowhere to go. He's going to have to get out of there. Finally does.
Tired, you can tell.
Nice feed underneath. Robert will try to make the hoop and the harm, but he'll head to the free throw line here for two. And
nice drop pass by Nielsen there.
I think we're at 15 and 16 on the free throw attempts here for Robert. He has been here frequently tonight.
Yeah, and he hit a groove there where he had about 7 in a row.
Yep, 7 in a row he had at one point in these free throw attempts. We'll get to those here at the end of the game as misses that one. Now he's missed 4 in a row. He missed 4 in a row to start, hit 7 in a row. Now he's missed 4 in a row. They call it in baseball, that's a streaky hitter.
Yeah.
You know.
If I was on the bench right now, I'd just tell him, tuck your jersey in. Make him think about something else.
Misses them both as Roberts, and quickly up ahead here. North Barrow's going to try to three, and he knocks it down. Kind of caught Menomonie sleeping there.
Yeah, they really got caught in transition.
I don't think Menomonie expected that. Barrows took advantage. Largest lead for either team here in this overtime. Entry into Robert, free throw line. Get it back to Butler. Butler will put it on the deck to the bucket, and then a shot blocked, and we're going to have a reach in on Butler.
Bonus.
And this will be bonus free throws here for Wise.
If I'm Coach Van Grunzen, I'd look at putting Parker back in the game just to put another shooter on the floor, because they're not really honoring DJ from outside, and I just think that changes your spacing for Trev to attack. Also frees up your other shooters because just one more guy they have to worry about.
Yeah, we see how Parker, I mean, it's probably, since the games I've been doing, this is one of the better games he's played. Parker Barron's off the bench here as a freshman.
Yeah, some nice minutes.
Yeah, he's had some very high-quality minutes here tonight. Gavin Wise, 1-and-1, first one. Missed, rebound to Menomonie. Nielsen grabs it, and that's what Menomonie needed. They need a bucket here. You got to get Robert a touch underneath. They do. Robert, up and under. And a friendly roll for the layup. And a quick timeout here by head coach Logan Horn for the Huskies. We'll take a break. Mustangs TV.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Back with your Mustangs TV. Storm Harmon, Chad Zutter on the call. Thanks for everybody coming along here. We've had a good crew of people kind of coming in and out of the broadcast here. But great game here thus far. And North with a 3-point lead in the basketball. Minute 21 to go here for Menomonie.
Wonder if Menomonie's going to trap first pass maybe.
You want to probably hefty defense here to begin and then kind of see what you can do from there. They foul. It'll still be a 1-and-1, and North.
And if I'm North, I'd be setting something up where I'm getting a backdoor or slip to the rim.
Under a minute now. There's that double team and a timeout. Head coach Logan Horn. Each team does get one more added coming into overtime, so Menomonie has 2 left now, and Eau Claire North 1 timeout. We'll be back. Mustangs TV.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Back with you here, Mustangs TV. Logan Horn, head coach for the Eau Claire North Huskies. He has 1 timeout remaining as you look on your screen there right below the team names, those little square white rectangles, or I should say, white rectangles, not squares. That kind of indicates each team how many timeouts they have left. So Menomonie a couple, North with just 1 remaining. Menomonie looking for a turnover. See when they decide to foul if Eau Claire North is able to run some time down here. And Butler, though, pressure. Almost a turnover.
A slip out of his hand
by
there.
Wise. There's a reach in by Rue with 41 seconds left. So, yeah, North was able to take almost 20 seconds off on that possession there. And yeah, I think head coach Greg Van Grunzen, you saw him right away kind of yelling at DJ Butler, pressure, pressure, get up. He was, kind of fading off the North player, and I think head coach Greg Van Grunzen wanted a little more pressure in there initially. 1-and-1 here. First one up and down for Rupert. A lot of free throws in this game by both sides.
Still looking to attack the rim if you're Menomonie with 2 timeouts sitting there. You'll take a kick out open 3 if you have it, but
I don't think we haven't seen Menomonie sub at all in overtime. It's been all 5 starters in here the whole way. He'll miss, rebound Nielsen. Mustangs need a bucket, they need it quick.
Coming off.
Setting up for Nielsen. We're going to have a foul here off the ball. And so we'll see. I think they're going to get a hold on a cut by Rue, so he'll head to the free throw line. Good scenario there for the Mustangs. You send Rue to the free throw line for 2 on the season. That's a pretty good free throw percentage. 11 of 11, 100%.
Yeah,
and
a little
we're going to have our
action.
5th foul here on Rupert, so he will be done for the night. And head coach Logan Horn taking his time to sub so he can talk to his players why he's there with only 1 timeout left. And Rue needs them both.
Oh,
the first one rattles out.
That might be one of his first misses of the year.
It is 11 of 11
yeah.
coming into tonight on the free throw line. Not a whole lot of attempts, but that's the old broadcaster's jinx I just threw in there. Second one good.
All right, he's still there.
And now we'll have a timeout here.
What are you thinking, Chad? Full court, looking to trap right away, right into the foul?
Yeah, probably. I got to think 30 seconds here. You know, you're still in the 1-and-1. That's why it would foul right away here. This next one will be the 9th foul. We'll keep it here with that after that timeout. But
you probably don't want Barrow shooting free throws. I don't have North stats in front of me.
Let's look at free throws here. Gavin Wise is your number 1. If he's on the floor, that's who you want to foul. He's 14 to 37 on the year for 37.8%.
And he is out there. Yep, so that's who you're probably looking to touch here.
That's who you're looking to foul here on the
Hence
floor.
why Coach Horn's got him 70 feet from the ball right now. So.
Why, you'd almost ask why you even have him on the floor at this point, but he knows how to play as a starter. But yeah, that's the guy. If you keep the ball from everybody else, give it to him, you follow him immediately.
I'd almost turn a deny right now if you're Shane.
And Shipman's right behind him. Yeah. He's at 60% this season, so that one you want maybe 2, but Menomonie not able to foul, and North able to get in the front court, and then
really good job by North.
Have a foul on Connect, who is only attempted, according to the stats here, he's only attempted 2 free throws all year. Just 2 of 2. And this is a 1-and-1, so you have Nielsen and Barons back in. And Butler will come out here.
Get the rebound first here.
Big free throw here.
Short.
Comes up short. Rebound to Nelson. Let's see if head coach Craig Van Grunsven used timeout. He runs a play. Over to Nielsen. If you got a 2, you got to get it quick. Parker Barons now, 10 seconds. Nielsen, 3,
short.
Far side blocked. And Shipman is going to be fouled there. If they get Nielsen, that'll be 5. And I think they will. And
would have liked to see them go back to that top action with Rue screen the screener. It's just tough to defend.
I thought head coach Greg Grant might use a timeout there just to set up that out-of-bounds play. I mean, we saw how effective those have been for Rue especially. Yep. That's probably who you want shooting right there.
For sure.
I thought he had 1 timeout left, but I think he was going to save it in case he got a 2 there to use it, so probably not a bad idea, because if you take a timeout there, you're shooting a 3. You can't stop the clock. Shipman hits the first one. That might do it here for North. Stay tuned here for our post-game show. We'll have all the final numbers here tonight as Shipman misses the second one. Butler up ahead.
You got to shoot it, bud.
Got to shoot it. Who does? Off the marking, your final here, Eau Claire North 68, Menomonie 64. North improves with the win to 7-12 overall, 3-8 in conference. Mount drops to 12-7, 6-5. Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968
or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Back with you, Crystal Orthodontics post-game show. Chad Zutter alongside Storm Harmon. And let's run down those final numbers here. Again, your final, the Huskies defeat the Menomonie Mustangs 68-64 here in overtime. Let's run down the Huskies numbers here. Wise with 11 here tonight. 21 from Barrows. He had 6 3-pointers here tonight. Really shot the ball well from distance. Connect had 11. 4 from Tesson Ritter, 9 from Rupert, 10 from Shipman, 2 from Hutchinson. For the Huskies, they had 13 turnovers. All of the 11 of those 13 coming in the second half into overtime. Huskies from the free throw line, 9 of 16. For the Menomonie Mustangs, 13 for Nielsen, 14 for Rue, 10 from Butler, 4 from Nelson, 8 from Behrens, 15 from Robert, 13 of those 15 coming in the second half. Mustangs, 12 turnovers on the game, and here's the stat I would say of the game here, Storm. Mustangs from the free throw line, 13 of 26. They shot a ton of free throws here tonight, and I think, miss it going 0 for 5 in the first half and then just not making as many as he needed down the stretch. It changes the complexity in a close game, obviously. And like a lot of coaches say, what's the difference in a close game? Sometimes it does come down to the free throw line. You shoot that many free throws, you hit just a few more, and all of a sudden, instead of fouling, having to foul, it might be a tie, or you might even have the lead there.
Absolutely.
It changes everything, the dynamic at the end of a game. But great battle. You got even Mustangs. They were down 18 here early in that second half. They did not go away. Great comeback to get back in this game. Had a chance to win it at regulation, a couple shots, but North just a little bit too much there in overtime. They got buckets when they needed to. They hit their free throws to secure this one.
Yeah, first thing I want to say, Coach Horn doing a great job getting his kids to play really hard, right? A little undermanned, a little undersized at times. I'm going to highlight, I think, the last 4 minutes and first 4 minutes of the second half. So last 4 of the first half, first 4 of the second half, that's when North really, I think, built the lead to be able to play with it a little bit, right? And you got to do that against teams that you might be undermatched with. They kept coming at it, and they didn't quit with Menominee's response. Quick turnaround for the boys, right? Big one tomorrow night. Not just for like a conference standpoint, but for seeding implications. I really think it could be a difference between a home game or not for our Menomonie boys, depending if they can pull that off against a hot New Richmond team. They just kind of took it to River Falls the other night. So going to be a lot of the same. A team that likes to shoot a lot of three-pointers. Team that they got a little more size than North has to be able to guard our post, but we got them the first time, so they're probably going to want to give us their best shot this time around. But fun high school basketball game, good atmosphere.
Yes.
Another overtime cooker. You got to love that on a Thursday night. And, fun.
Yeah, we'll have a busy it's been a busy week here on Mustangs TV, and we'll continue tomorrow. The girls taking on New Richmond here at home. Obviously, you just mentioned boys, the opposite of that at New Richmond. That will be on air at 7 o'clock, 7:15. Are you joining me?
I'm here tomorrow night, too.
Storm and myself will be here tomorrow to call the girls against New Richmond. And then Saturday, Jeff Peisig, Scott Howard will take the wrestling, the sectional wrestling, that's team wrestling. Saturday, 10 a.m. So it has been a very busy week here on Mustangs TV here. And it's been a lot of action here. Big thanks to all our sponsors, obviously, that make these broadcasts possible. Our post-game sponsor, Cristo Orthodontics. I'm going to find my sponsor sheet. We got a whole lot to thank here. 24/7 Telecom, Advanced Electrical and Mechanical, Dairy State Bank, Shields, Denny's Appliance, Cristo Orthodontics, Mike Sell Insurance, and Bill's Distributing. Anything else to add here, Storm, before we wrap this one up for tomorrow?
No, fun night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we will see everybody tomorrow. Big thanks to everybody that made the broadcast possible. And joining us here, Assistant Coach Dolly Thornton in the pregame, and then alongside Storm Harmon, I'm Chad Sutter. Until tomorrow, you've been watching Mustangs TV.